Briggs and Mike Whaling out in Columbus, Ohio. There they are, busting their Team Cbus hooded sweatshirts. We'll talk about that here in just a second. Very, very nice. We're here. This is the first interview with 52 Comms Mixup, and really what we're trying to do here is introduce you to some different communicators across the country, across the world, and have them tell you a little bit about who they are and what they do. And these guys are specifically going to talk about some stuff they're doing for South by Southwest. So Nate and Mike, first talk to me. You all are both your own principals in your own communications business. You own your own company. And talk to us a little bit about what your favorite part about that is and what your least favorite part about that is. I hear people all the time talking about, should I do it, should I not? What's your experience has been?
So my least favorite part about owning a business is running a business. I learned a while ago that me and accounting should never even be in the same room at all. It's just not something that I enjoy. So I really like going out and doing the work. Running the business happens a lot of times during the day, and then the actual work, the strategy, all the fun stuff happens at all hours of the night. And I think that's, while I enjoy the entrepreneur life, working a lot of hours, sometimes 70, 75 hours a week, I think it's important to really force yourself to take a break because it's easy to get burnt out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, in terms of being an entrepreneur, it's great because you can choose to work any 80 hours of the week that you want. So you have that flexibility. But I would have to agree with Nate that, I got into this because I love working with clients. I love what I do in terms of digital marketing. The other stuff is just kind of, you have to do it and you have to find time to make sure that taxes are getting paid and the accounting is getting done and contractors are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's just part of the gig, even though, you know that you want to be sitting there working with clients on strategy and helping them tell their story.
Yeah.
I love that you can work any 80 hours of the week you want to. That's solid. Okay, so you guys let's talk about South by Southwest. South by Southwest starts this week, and you all are participating in the Chevy South by Southwest Challenge, your team Cbus. Tell us a little bit about what that means, what you're doing. You're going to get in a car here in a couple of days and drive down there. Tell us about the road trip and everything you've been doing beforehand.
So the South by Southwest Chevy Challenge, or Chevy Road to South by Southwest Challenge, is basically 10 teams from across the U.S. and Canada, all leaving from different destinations, and really, taking the idea of the old MTV series Road Rules, but putting it on the interwebs. There's some philanthropic stuff going on, so we're supporting Adopt a School, raising some money for that. And they're going to give us up to 11 missions as we drive across the country. So we already have our route. Chevy provides us with everything we need to get down there, from gas to lodging to a new hybrid Tahoe that will hopefully be dropped off here in just a few minutes. And then it's the game is on. It's create the media to tell the story of the missions and what you're doing. And the team that creates the highest quality content and the most unique content takes the prize home.
Nice. And talk a little about what you've been doing so far. You guys have done a lot of things online already, at local events. You've done some interviews with folks already. So what have you been doing in preparation?
So I think the biggest thing that has helped us out is that we've had some incredible capital sponsors on board that have given us the financial leeway and just given us the ability to say, you know what, we have the money we need to cover our trip. We have the money we need to take care of the cause that we're supporting. So let's go out and build community around this and just build up the buzz locally for what we're trying to do. Much like Detroit, who won last year, there is a strong sense of community here in Columbus. People are really proud of where they live, and they want more people, locally and nationwide to know that Columbus is a great place. So, in addition to saying, we're not just saying, hey, support these 5 people who are going to be in a truck driving to Austin. It is more, step up, show your pride for Columbus. There's a great cause behind it too with Adopt a Classroom. So I think we haven't had any trouble at all in terms of getting local support.
Yeah, it's been interesting too because this challenge has given Columbus, at least in the interactive community, kind of a beat to march behind. And we're really looking at this as our chance to get in front of the nation and compare ourselves to other cities that have a strong interactive presence, strong presence on social media. So it's a great chance for Columbus to get into the spotlight and try to shine a little bit.
All right, very cool. Yeah, good way to show hometown community and pride there. Mike, you mentioned Adopt a Classroom. Talk to me a little bit, guys, about what kind of work you've been doing for that. I know part of this 52 Comms Mix-Up series here is I want to make sure that the folks we interview get a chance to talk about a cause they support. So tell us about how that's woven into this challenge.
I just wrote a post on the Team Cbus blog last week about the fact that, I don't know that I would have been as excited about this trip or believed in it as much. I certainly had that community pride, but just the fact that there's an organization out there like Adopt a Classroom that I didn't know about before this, and Chevy is giving us the opportunity to spotlight it, is amazing. Adopt a Classroom, if you're not familiar with it, is simply a website where teachers can go on, create a profile for their classroom, tell their story of, hey, this is what we need. And it's basic stuff. It's pencils, notebooks, book bags, current reading materials, those kinds of things. So they can't get that kind of, if they can't get it through the schools. They're spending their own money on it, and now we have the opportunity to tell the story of these teachers and get the community involved. You can actually go to the website, adoptaclassroom.org, read through the profiles, and adopt a classroom in your community. 100% of the donation goes directly to that teacher.
Yeah, I think it's important, too, because one thing that's unique about Adopt a Classroom is they do give the donor the ability to choose where that money goes. So you, as a person who wants to donate, even if it's $20, can choose the classroom in your community where you want those funds to go, and I think that's pretty unique.
Yeah, I know that is interesting. And I know you've got you did a post a while back up on the Team Cbus site, right, where you actually interviewed the founder of that organization,
yeah,
or the president.
Yeah, I got to talk with Jamie Rosenberg. He's the founder and the executive director of Adopt a Classroom. Really great guy. And it was interesting because I think with a lot of charities or nonprofits, there's always some type of personal backstory that goes along. Why do you feel passionate about enough to found an organization? And, it was the same for Jamie. He had an experience with a student that he was mentoring where it just didn't make sense that the student did not have the supplies or the funds that they needed in the classroom. And so the idea of Adopt a Classroom was born, and now it's a nationwide organization that's helping teachers and students all across the country.
Yeah, that really is a very cool cause. It's a great organization to have a chance to support. You guys, you just mentioned the Team Cbus blog. How can people follow you on your journey this week, right?
TeamCbus.com is the blog. We're also doing all of the, we're everywhere we need to be in terms of Facebook, Team Cbus there, Twitter, @Team Cbus, hashtag Team Cbus as well. You can follow hashtag Chevy SXSW if you want to follow all of the teams and the conversation around the road trip in general. And then we're posting photos to Flickr. We're doing videos on YouTube. We're all over the place. So
nice.
Jump on the bus.
Exactly. And you guys take off on Tuesday, is that right? Or Wednesday?
Yeah. We leave tomorrow morning, so probably bright and early tomorrow morning. Tonight we actually have a Bon Voyage party at a local pub in Grandview called Woodlands Tavern. So if you're in the Columbus area, 7 p.m. Woodlands Tavern for the Bon Voyage party for Team Cbus. We're going to actually have 5 bands who are traveling to South by Southwest to perform, so they're going to play at the party tonight. And it's been really interesting to find everybody else in the Columbus community that is thinking about South by Southwest right now and be able to kind of tie in with all of that as well. So really a cool time to be in Columbus.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for taking the time. We'll be tracking you as you drive down there, and I'll be lucky enough to be down there too. So I'll see you there. Maybe I can figure out how to get one of those sweatshirts. So you guys have done a great job, and best of luck this week heading down there.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
See you, Alton.
Hey, thanks, guys.